Good evening. It's Faye here with Northern Red Fitness, coming at you live for gentle yoga, concentrating on our hips and low back. So tonight we'll just be down on the mat, super simple poses, nothing too pretzel-like at all. Should be open to all practices. If at any point though you do feel like it's something that doesn't feel right for your body, feel free to step back and out of our practice. And definitely check the comment section. I've put in our PARQ form there for you just to take a quick glance at if you haven't done so already. I see a few people signing on, so thank you for joining. Drop a comment if you are here. Let me know where you're watching from. I always love to see where everybody is coming from. So we'll get started here. We're going to start laying back on the mat with our knees bent. Head, neck, shoulders, spine, down on the floor, hands come beside the hips. Having our knees bent and just focusing on our deep belly breaths. Inhaling fully, feeling the belly, the ribs, all the way up to the top of the lungs, filling up, and then exhaling completely. From the top of the lungs, all the way down deep into the belly. Inhale, filling up. And exhale, letting that breath come all the way out. A few more deep breaths like that at your own pace, closing the eyes, allowing the stress of the day to melt away. Taking a quick scan through the body. Noticing any points of soreness, of discomfort. Continuing those deep breaths on an inhale, we're going to lift the hips up high, pressing into the heels and the shoulders. Exhale, slowly lower the spine back down to the floor, vertebrae by vertebrae. Exhaling completely. Inhale, lifting all the way up, pressing the hips up high. And exhale, slowly lowering down. Inhaling up. And exhale. Inhale, pressing high. And exhale. Releasing the spine all the way down. Gently drop the knees from one side. Inhaling back up through the center. And then releasing them to the opposite side. At your own pace, holding any position that might need just a little bit more attention. Just warming up through the hips and the low back. Keeping the shoulders planted on the mat. Feeling that release through the hips as the knees drop from side to side. Finally bringing it back up into center. Extend the left leg all the way down to the floor. And take your right leg, extend it straight up towards the ceiling, pressing the heel of the foot towards the ceiling. Maybe grabbing a hold of the leg with your arms, hands behind the thigh. Feel free to do a few ankle rotations here if that feels good. One direction, and then the other. Every exhale brings that leg a little bit closer towards the right shoulder, keeping the shoulders, the spine, and the left side of the body firm onto the mat. Extending that right leg up. Draw the toes in towards the body. Deep belly breaths. On an exhale, bend at the knee. Change your hands to grab over the shin and draw your right knee in towards the right shoulder. Again, pressing the left side of the body into the mat. Every exhale draws that knee in just a bit tighter. Again, with some ankle rotations if that feels like it's right for your body tonight. Maybe some point and flex with the foot. Every exhale, getting that knee in just a bit tighter to the shoulder. When you're ready, gently releasing the left arm onto the hip or the floor. Slowly drawing that right knee out to the side. Again, pressing the left side of the body into the mat. Slowly let gravity pull the right knee open to the right side. Softening through that hip. Continuing with our deep breath. Filling the belly, the ribs to the top of the lungs with every inhale. Every exhale releases from the top of the lungs, through the ribs, down deep into the belly. On an inhale, gently coming up through center. Taking a hold of that right leg with your left arm. Right arm releases to the side. We'll slowly draw the right leg over to the left side of the body. Keeping the shoulder on the right side firmly planted onto the mat. Allowing that twist to happen naturally in the body. Softening through the shoulders. Maybe turning your head to the right. every exhale creates a little bit more space for that twist. On an inhale, coming back into center. Let's bend the left knee, crossing the right ankle over the left knee, and gently just press the right knee away. So we can stay here if this is where your comfort level is, or if it's in your wheelhouse to lift the left foot up, grab a hold of the left thigh. Wherever your practice is tonight. Again, thinking about opening up through the hip as you press the right knee away from the body. Deep breaths. And exhale, we'll uncross that leg. Bringing both knees into center and gently rocking side to side. Massaging out the spine. When you're ready, extend the right leg all the way down to the floor, pressing the right side of the body into the floor as you extend that left leg. Grabbing a hold of the leg at the thigh if that's in your wheelhouse. Maybe taking a few ankle rolls one way. And then the other. Finally pressing the heel up towards the ceiling and drawing the toes in towards the body. Every exhale draws that leg in just a little bit tighter. Lengthening through the left side of the body. And finally, with an exhale, we'll bend that left knee, grabbing a hold of the shin, and drawing the left knee in towards the shoulder, keeping the right side of the body firmly planted down. Get maybe some point and flex with that foot. So you gently draw the knee in tighter towards the shoulder. When you're ready, allowing the right hand to drop to the hip or the side and gently lowering that left leg wide to the left side. Right side of the body stays firm on the mat as you allow gravity to draw that leg wider. Release the hip a little bit more. Softening through the shoulders, through the glutes, through the hips. Gently relaxing through the spine, through the shoulders. And when you're ready on an inhale, let's take that knee up and across the body, taking a hold of it with the right hand this time. Releasing into that twist. Keeping the left shoulder onto the mat, maybe turning the head to the left side. And again, allowing gravity just to draw that knee across. Ensuring those deep belly breaths are still available to you. Every out breath gives us just a little bit more space to relax into that twist. Not trying to force anything. When you're ready, bringing it back into center. Bending the right knee and crossing the left ankle. Gently pressing the left knee away from the body as the spine is neutral on the mat. If it's in your wheelhouse to lift that right foot off the ground, maybe lacing your hands behind the right thigh, feel free to do so. Thinking about opening up through the hips. Softening through the back and the shoulders. Gently bringing the knees together, uncrossing that ankle, wrap the hands around the shins, and rock it out side to side, softening through the shoulders, massaging the spine. When you're ready, bringing the feet down together, knees bent, and allow the knees to fall out to either side. Placing a hand over the belly button and one over the ribs. Making sure we're nice and even along the spine, feeling that breath rise and fall through the belly, through the ribs, and finally the lungs. Exhaling completely. Inhaling fully. And exhale completely. Feeling the hips release. Shoulders soften with every exhale. When you're ready, on an inhale, gently bring the knees back together. Bring them both up towards the chest, and we'll grab a hold of the shins, coming into happy baby, allowing the knees to come wide towards the shoulders. Maybe a little rocking side to side. If it's in your wheelhouse, you can grab onto the feet, the inside of the arches or the big toes. Rocking perhaps a little side to side if that feels natural, maybe extending one leg and then the other. Feeling that release in the hips, the shoulders. When you're ready, bring the knees back together, allowing the legs to fall softly towards the floor, extending through each leg, making sure we're nice and even, hands either over the belly and the ribs or down by the side. Allow the ankles to go soft, shoulders to relax. Focus the attention at the top of the head. Softening through the forehead and the eyebrows. Relaxing the eyes from the world of looking and seeing. Relax the jaw, softening the tongue, creating some space between the teeth. Notice the neck relaxing as the shoulders soften. Arms are heavy. Belly rises on an in-breath. The spine completely meets the mat on the out-breath. We're releasing any last bit of tension through the hips. Softening through the knees and the ankles as the legs grow heavy. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here, inhaling fully. Exhaling completely. Inhale. And exhale. One more deep inhale, filling all the way up. And exhale completely. Start to wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes, gently waking the body. We'll draw the knees up and coming onto the side. Turning onto your right side, resting the head along the arm. Just take a moment here to thank your body for its ability to join the practice tonight. When you're ready, coming up to an easy seated position, whether that be on the knees or cross-legged. Relaxing the shoulders down and back, hands in at heart center. Lengthening through the spine. I'd like to thank you for joining this evening. If you have any questions or comments, please do leave them. Otherwise, I hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you. Have a beautiful evening.